Not many people saw this coming. Certainly the bookmakers. Barcelona were heavy favourites. Did they deserve to lose this?
They did. And it's based upon the first half and the lack of intensity with which this team played. Not only intensity running with the ball or running without the ball, it's just the movement overall of the team was so very slow and so very predictable. And so Lionel Messi starts sort of as a false nine. Well, he's not getting the ball there. He starts dropping back into positions where he can get touches on the ball because it's either Messi creating something or Messi shooting the ball or Messi taking a chance or it's not happening for Barcelona. Certainly that was the case today, as it has been for most of the season, to be quite honest with you. Defensively, Barcelona, whenever they lost the ball, it felt like Valencia was going to score every time. And had Valencia been more effective and more efficient in their ability to counterattack, this game would not have been as close as it was. In the second half, Barcelona played with a different intensity, a different level of energy, perhaps desperation. That made the game closer. Valencia got a little scared, got a little nervous. They took a step back, and that allowed Barcelona to, again, regain possession of the ball in advanced areas and create from there. But overall, I find that at Barcelona, again, it looked a lot today, the first half, like what we saw against Liverpool. It was very similar in terms of the lack of energy and their inability to do something meaningful with the ball once they had it in the final third.
It was an upset. It was a shock, Shaka. But does it matter in the big picture for Barcelona that they lost this final?
Well, no. I think Barcelona kind of hang their hats and their reputation on what happens in the league and the Champions League. So this, again, maybe icing on the cake, which, you know, at this stage you could take it or leave it. But the bigger point to this performance, as it were, if you watch 90 minutes of this game, is that Barcelona, without Lionel Messi, are a very average team. And I mean, concerningly average. Awful at the back. And in fairness to Valencia, they got numbers behind the ball. They knew where the threat was, and they knew exactly how frail Barcelona were on the counter-attack. And they fully deserved the win tonight.
Gab Marcotti is also with us. Gab, what was your assessment of events in Seville? Did you see this coming?
Yeah, I mean, especially once you saw the setup. And you know what? It's 2 years of Ernesto Valverde. And you know what? You can point out, oh, look, he won the double last year. He won the league again this season. But he keeps getting out-coached and out-thought in big games. And I appreciate he has an incomplete squad, which means that if Luis Suarez is out, then there's no center forward off the bench who's then buy one for him or whatever. But still, you knew what was coming. I really thought Marcelino actually completely blitzed them in those first 45 minutes. I thought they could have even scored more. So in the second half, Barcelona came to life a little bit, but I think a little bit was also Valencia trying to hit on the break, maybe getting a little bit uncomfortable, perhaps. But even at 2-1, at the end, Barcelona still had two really good chances on the counter, which they didn't take. And I think this is a case, just as it happened against Liverpool, happened against here. He runs into a guy who out-coaches him and out-thinks him tactically on the night. And I think this is the stuff that should give you cause to concern.